Okay. We're here. We're back. It's 3 for the money. The draft is over. We're sad. We're going to get to that later. But round 2 has begun of both NBA and NHL. And, I mean, it's been really entertaining so far. But before we get into that, how we feeling? How we doing? Chris?
Not great.
Oh, no?
I mean, baseball has just been kicking me in the ass. I'll have one, decent day, and then just, 3 just terrible days in a row. It's bad, man. It's not fun. I had the Rangers today, money line. They're facing the Diamondbacks. Diamondbacks pitcher making his MLB debut. They go up, I believe it was 7-6 in the 5th inning. They don't score a run. The rest of the game lose 12-7.
Jeez.
It ain't been fun. It's been rough out here in these streets, man.
Sounds
I also
rough.
had the Rangers in a parlay, and that screwed that. But other than that, yeah, it's fine, I guess. We're living. We all have our health.
Yeah.
It's the most important thing.
Yeah.
I'm healthy as shit.
We have each other, and that's what really matters.
Friendship.
Yeah. Well, Sean, how have you been? How's it been being retired? You on a beach somewhere?
Been fine. Am I on a beach?
Yeah, that's what retired people do.
I mean,
Or play shuffleboard.
Mm-hmm.
no.
Oatmeal.
Just no. I mean, I don't really have much to say about that.
Okay.
I mean,
Has it been
it's just?
relaxing? You can just not your nights aren't just
I mean,
riddled with stress.
even though I'm responsibly retired, I still look at lines and stuff every day, and I'll go back. I won't keep up with it that night because I'm there's no point.
Who cares?
Yeah, who cares? But then I'll go back in the morning, and I'll look, and I'll be like, damn.
Would have lost last night too.
Well, no, it was wins.
Oh,
Oh.
Like
A good damn.
it was a good day. It was damn, I didn't take that.
well then, you just saddle back up.
I know what's gonna happen once I do.
Yeah, it sounds like
So,
you got to get back on the schneid there.
No. It's as soon as I get back on the horse, it's gonna be it's gonna be the bad dams.
When are you gonna get back on the horse though? Because I mean,
Oh, that's a good question.
we're halfway through NBA HL playoffs.
Yeah.
You gonna do baseball, Formula One racing?
I don't know. I can very well go the entire summer. I can go until football season if I want to.
I remember when I did that.
I could
It was
as well,
nice.
but it's just it's tough to bet baseball, honestly, because games start at noon and
That's really fun until the 3rd inning and you're losing your bet. And it's well, the rest of the day is ruined. It's 1:30.
Yeah. I mean, it's I don't know. Don't do that on camera, please.
It's unseemly, man.
Please. I'm trying to run a show here.
This isn't an X-rated film.
Well, me, I've been I haven't really been giving out picks for the past week or so. Just kind of gambling in silence, like a coward. But last night I had the over in the Toronto-Florida game 1. Toronto.
That push?
No.
Oh, it was a 6.5?
Yeah.
Oof.
It was brutal. Toronto had a double minor penalty with a minute and a half left in the game.
Yeah.
And an empty net, and they couldn't
So
score.
it had a 6-on-3?
No.
6-on-4?
6-on-4
For extended time.
Yeah.
For 4 minutes, yeah.
Yeah.
They only had a minute and a half.
Or
But
whatever. Still.
yeah, they couldn't score.
It's a perfect scenario to score.
Yeah. So that didn't happen. I was just why do I keep doing this to myself? And then in the second game, I went to bed because I was just so sad. But but I had the under in the second hockey game, the Dallas and Kraken game. And I wake up and I put on my clothes and then I check my phone and I said, oh, Joe Pavelski scored 4 goals. That's incredible. Seattle won. So they scored more than 4 goals.
Damn.
And I said out loud to myself, I am a fraud. I don't know what I'm doing. Why do I do this to
None of
myself?
us know.
Pavelski's first game back too,
None of us know
and
what
he
we're
scored
doing.
4 goals. It's kind of incredible.
What's the record for like most goals in a playoff game?
6 or in a playoff game?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
That's got to be up there.
I mean,
Maybe
I'm
like
sure it's
fucking,
tied with
Rocket Richard back in 1912.
Yeah.
Yeah, something
or
silly
whatever
like
the
that.
hell he played. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll look that up. Y'all converse.
So that was disappointing. And the entire day I'm just like, why do I do this? Why do I do this? And then my dad texted me, who doesn't really watch hockey all that much, was like, Kraken came to play. And I was like, I had to go to bed. I'm a fraud. I can't win. So, but
You texted your father that?
yeah, I said, I'm a fraud. I had to go to bed, so I didn't watch the game. Both my bets lost. I am a fraud.
Oh.
So, that being said, I have both overs in both hockey games tonight. Game 1 of New Jersey, Carolina, and Edmonton, Vegas. It seems like, New Jersey, the thought process of betting this is like New Jersey can score and Carolina is a great system and their goaltending is just okay. And right now it is about to be the end of the second period.
3-1.
And it's 3-1 Carolina. And it's looking like it's going to end that way.
Record for most goals in a playoff game is a 5-way tie for first with 5.
5 goals?
Yeah. Mario Lemieux, Reggie Leach, Daryl Sitter, Maurice Richard, and Newsy Lalonde.
I've heard of 4 of those guys.
Newsy
Yeah.
Lalonde played in 1919.
Reggie Leach, Flyers legend.
Newsy Lalonde, or whatever. Habs legend.
He probably, he probably is.
Yeah.
I just don't know.
They got 1 billion numbers retired.
Newsy.
And then the over in this Vegas Edmonton game that's later.
I think that'll hit.
Should.
I think that'll hit.
It should.
6.5, I assume.
I think both those teams can definitely score, but both those teams also have not great goaltenders.
There
So-
you go. Recipe for the over.
Well,
On paper.
On
Yeah.
paper.
that's
Statistics.
what I thought about Panthers Leafs.
Stats. Math. Calculus.
Yeah.
Geometry.
Yeah.
Algebra 2.
Yeah. So that's what I'm getting into. I'm trying to figure it out. I've been loosely keeping up with the NBA, not really betting on it all that much. Really, really wanted the Kings to win that series, but I think the future's bright for them. It could be. I don't know.
It should be.
Yeah, it should be.
Sabonis needs to get his shit. Sabonis has been in the league too long to just disappear like that.
Mhm.
Because that game 7, excuse me. He was getting the Ben Simmons treatment. He would get the ball at around the free throw line, and they were just like, "Shoot it, we dare you, shoot it." And he made a couple, missed more than a couple. It was just embarrassing because I like Sabonis, former Pacers. As you know, I'm a diehard Pacers fan, former Pacers legend. But it was rough. I also like the Kings because I like it when not the same 4 teams are in it every year for the NBA. So,
Yep.
Which we're probably going to get again, unless the Lakers make some noise. Which, if they win this series against Golden State, they're going to win the championship.
Yeah.
I had a friend text me about the Bruins and the Avs getting knocked out in the first round.
Mhm.
And then he's a big NBA guy, and I texted him back. I was like, man, I really wanted the I was like, yo, that was crazy, but I really wanted the Kings to win that series. And he was just like, yeah, but we get another Curry-LeBron matchup. And I'm just like, I didn't even respond. I
Right.
was like,
Part 7.
yeah, I've seen that like a million times.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like,
Oh, but it's a new team this year.
is it?
I mean the Lakers.
They play each other all the time.
Yeah, but I don't watch the regular season. I barely. So.
Yeah.
Like, they play in the same division. Like,
Yeah.
I know playoff basketball is
It's the only time that
it matters.
matters,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's different, but I don't know. I was like, I don't even have anything to say to this.
I mean it
because,
is cool, but
like,
it
yeah,
is. But I mean it's like,
Uh-oh.
especially because this could be the
Oh, God.
how you like that.
just stretching.
Especially it's cool because this could be the last time.
I don't know.
It
Oh.
could be.
I mean,
You never
how
know.
so?
I mean, who knows?
In what way?
I mean, LeBron, he'll probably play 1 year with his kid and then retire. So that's what
Is Bronny getting in the league? next
3
year?
more years, like 2 or 3 more years. I mean, and the Lakers barely squeaked in this year. So I mean, it's who knows? Just the way the playoffs. I'm talking the playoffs. Obviously, if he stays with the Lakers,
I didn't-
Play
I didn't-
X amount of times in the regular season.
I didn't know if he meant like LeBron may retire or like
I mean,
Steph may. I don't know what
No,
his
Steph-
contract is, but like,
Steph
he
will
may
be with the
move on, but,
Warriors.
like,
I
you know,
think forever.
Yeah,
Mhm.
probably.
But
he'll be
I mean, LeBron will. I mean, he's fucking like 40 years old, 38, whatever. He's gonna retire sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
He's gonna play 1 year with Bronny, which I think that's in 2-3 years. So I think he's gonna be a freshman in college next year. I think.
and then he'll be eligible for.
Yeah, if
Yeah,
he's a
yeah.
one and done. So yeah, 3 years, and then he'll play 1 year and then retire when he goes like the Magic or something. Which
Oh,
Oh.
Bandit saw a dog on TV.
should we let
All
him
right.
down? Or he just jumps at the TV. Oh, okay.
Lay down. You're good.
For
It's
those
gone.
listening at home, Bandit is on the table. So we're going to see what happens if anything else funny happens.
We just put him up here and we were like,
There's
"Eh,
hair all over this thing.
Yeah,
Just-
it's fine.
Okay.
We don't need here. It's fine.
I hate her sometimes.
Yeah, we just put him up here and we were like, let's just see how it goes.
See what
'Cause
happens.
usually he's kind of annoying. He's whining, wants to go outside. Oh, crap.
Why did you say?
I don't know.
Son of
Uh-oh. He's activated.
He's okay.
Maybe not. Maybe
okay.
maybe if we don't say any of his trigger words anymore, he's like, "Oh, what is that?"
Oh my.
But he hasn't been on the show much since we moved sets. He doesn't get to snuggle up next to Chris on the couch anymore. So I made the decision. I was like, let's just keep him up here. And then Will and Chris were like,
He loves it.
Okay.
He,
Yeah, whatever.
he likes to be tall.
He does.
Mhm.
He does like to be tall. He likes to watch TV too. He is watching that TV intently.
He's watching Subban's breakdown of this play.
Yeah.
I assume I don't know who that is.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
There we go.
Just whining.
All right,
What are we
so
talking about?
let's just move on.
Well, I would
let's-
say we need to talk about
one-
one more thing in the NBA.
Okay.
Dylan Brooks.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I was also going to bring up Dillion Brooks.
Where is he gonna go?
China.
You think so?
Taiwan.
Think he's done in the NBA?
Probably not. Like realistically, but like all the jokes are.
Oh, it's
pointing-
hilarious. I
yeah.
mean, Shanghai Sharks. Yeah, that's been like the last like few weeks, ever since he called out LeBron after evening up the series.
Yeah.
But-
But
Just a death sentence.
I hope he
I don't know,
goes.
he'll probably play on like the Hornets or the fucking Wizards. Or
I hope he goes to
something.
the Knicks. That would fit. I mean, just
Yeah.
That'd
that
be
fits.
really funny.
You just talk shit with having nothing to back it up.
Yeah.
That's the Knicks for the last 6 decades.
Yeah.
Or-
True.
so,
Um,
if he doesn't go there, yeah, it'll probably be.
That's a good spot.
I want him to go to the Lakers so bad.
That'd be pretty funny.
He won't, obviously,
Mhm.
but God, that'd be so funny. All right.
Maybe we should. Man, you can't be Putin on the table. Maybe we should get him off this table.
This was fun.
Okay,
This was
yeah.
fun, but
All right, see you later.
We
just ripped ass. Jesus. Love you, Bandit.
Well, now everyone can see my Quinnipiac T-shirt.
Don't you
Oh,
forget
yes.
it. National champions.
Finally came.
Yep, I finally ordered it.
You could have just said it finally came.
Yeah, well,
He's nothing but transparent.
True.
if you ain't honest, what are you?
A
Not
liar,
honest.
I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not honest. Not to be trusted.
That's your foot.
So,
Dillion Brooks.
I think he'll go to the Knicks.
I find it hard to believe that someone won't give him a contract, but just because he is an NBA player, he is an NBA caliber player.
Yeah. I mean, he's not very good. I feel like though, like he needs to go to a place with the Knicks. Thibodeau will be like, "Hey, man, like this is probably your last shot. Quit, cut the shit out.
How
Just
long has
play
he
ball."
Been in the league.
Brooks,
Mhm.
2 3 years, something like that.
That short?
I mean,
Yeah, he's been with the Grizzlies for a few years.
I mean, everyone in there on that team, other than Steven Adams, has been in the league for like 2 years.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Just saying that he will not be brought back under any circumstances is
that's
hilarious.
so funny. You have to know, like, everyone. Like, yeah, I know they're kind of like the bad boys, but like, it's really just him and Ja Morant. Like everyone, like Desmond Bain and Jaren Jackson, gotta be like, man, just shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're trying to play ball.
Like it's 1-1. Like if you're up 3-1, maybe you can talk that, but God, he's such a fucking moron.
I think it does also speak volumes about the type of player he is. You know, like I guess he's okay.
He's solid.
He's fine.
he defended LeBron for one game.
He was drafted
Yeah.
in 2017, so he's a lot older than I thought.
Yeah,
He's
okay.
my age.
6 years.
His Wikipedia page is funny just based on how he looks now. This is what he looked like in 2018.
Just like a nerd.
But Ja Morant can do sorts of things, wave a gun around in a strip club, and
He's also really good at basketball.
I-
But hey, he
that's,
went to
that's
like,
where I'm getting.
he went to a gun and strip club rehabilitation center
for like an hour.
Yeah. It worked.
Have we seen?
How many days? Bring up the board. How many days since Ja Morant has carried a gun into a Denver strip club? More than a few.
More than a few. You're right.
How many
But-
days since?
But that is what
Dillion
I was.
Brooks.
That is what I was gonna get at. Is that Dillion Brooks is just like a fine player, but he just talks so much trash that they're like to LeBron James, and they're like, let's just not have this guy back. But they're like, now you, Ja, you're good though.
If I were a fan,
And I get it. I get it. I get it.
if I were a fan of the Grizzlies or any NBA team, I would much rather my best player bring a gun into a strip club rather than my 5th best player talk shit about arguably the greatest player of all time.
in a playoff series.
In a playoff series that you just evened up.
Yeah.
Not even took the
Yeah,
lead.
I mean, no, I'm not trying to argue.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. That's just.
And then go on to drop I think the most
I think
points he
it's
had after
hilarious.
that was 12.
Under any circumstance. They didn't need to say that.
They really didn't.
They
It's
didn't
like,
need to
hey,
say
man,
that.
gone. It's like, no, I don't. Not even if there's a fire, we're not bringing you back. I don't care if. No, I'm not gonna say that. But
Somebody gets shot.
so like a plane crash or
Oh,
something.
okay.
That's a little too
I thought
real.
I thought you were gonna play off the Ja Morant gun thing.
I mean, yeah, if all but 4 of our players get shot,
by Ja Morant.
you're still not coming back.
John Morant shoots all of our players. He will not return.
We'd
under
rather
any
we'd
circumstance.
rather have Ja Morant.
shit. Okay, let's move on from this travesty because we're walking into some dangerous territory. I feel like.
Probably.
Hockey. Bruins lost the biggest choke maybe ever.
Is it?
Maybe ever in sports.
Definitely not sports.
Definitely not sports.
No. Because they were what? I mean, if you just go based on like gambling odds, they were minus what, like 300 to win that series?
Yeah.
The Bucks were minus 1,200 to beat the Heat. And they got, like, I get it. It's like one's best record of all time. But also, when the Lightning got swept by the Blue Jackets, didn't they have the best record of all time?
They were the President's
they
Trophy
tied it.
winner.
They tied it? Okay.
They were the President's Trophy
Yeah.
winner.
And they got swept by the Blue Jackets, who suck. So, I mean, obviously, they're not the same team. But
Well, like,
The Bruins had like
they also
multiple
had a
chances
3-1 lead. and
to,
had a-
to close out
yeah.
the series.
they had a 3-1 lead.
So it's not as big a choke, I guess, but I'd say that's a bigger loss.
Mm-hmm.
Just getting swept. But it
I don't know what's worse, getting
if you're gonna
swept
split hairs
or
like that.
or blowing a 3-1 lead.
Probably
Swept. No, 3-1 lead.
I think
3-1
lead is worse.
because you're like, all right, on to the next.
it's like we only need
you
one
have
more
hope for
win.
like a week.
yeah,
It's like we only need one more.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like when you sweep, you're like, okay, we're only down one, guys. We're only down two. It's like, okay, we got to steal one at home at least and go back home. You know, like stuff like that. But you go
But yeah,
down
in terms of
3-1, and then you go back home.
and then they had a 3-2 lead in the last like minute of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which also NHL rigged. Did you see that?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
think I do want to speak on that for a little bit, but
For those of you who do not know,
Yeah.
TNT flashed on the score bug, like Panthers goal, like right after the
Maybe,
face
like,
off,
30
like 30
seconds
seconds before,
before.
and then the Panthers scored. I mean, that could just been like some.
I think it was just somebody just
pressed a
messing
key.
with
I
buttons.
know,
and
but it's
like,
just
yeah,
it's funny to say.
it is.
It's fun to.
It
Think
is
about.
like it like if that would have happened and then nothing would have happened, nobody would have blinked.
Oh
an
no,
eye.
probably no one would have even noticed it.
Yeah, but they're like, but then it just by coincidence. They
It's
score.
all it is.
It's just like,
I was
of
just
course. Yeah. No, I know.
Yeah.
But people like have taken that seriously, and it's like,
Well, those people have no lives, and
Yeah, I
they're
know.
just
Nerds.
yeah.
so, Bruins and Avs.
I love
President's Trophy winner and former Stanley Cup champions out in the first round
I love it.
to the 8 seed and 7 seed.
Hell
Happens.
yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
I will say though, if the Kraken or Golden Knights win the Stanley Cup, I'm gonna be furious.
Oh, I will as well because I
They don't
lost my
deserve
future
it.
bet.
Well, that, but also, they don't. What have they done? They haven't earned it.
Yeah, they haven't gone through enough turmoil.
No, you need to be. I miss the days when an expansion team would just be dog shit for a decade.
Yeah, that's
Like, what has happened?
Out of every remaining NHL team left, the team that has most recently won a Stanley Cup has been 2006, the Carolina
Carolina,
Hurricanes.
which is pretty cool. Like
Yeah.
it's just been such a long time for any of these teams.
Maple
Not-
Leafs, 1967.
Yeah,
Oilers, 1990. Stars, 1999. Devils, 2003. Seattle, Vegas, and Florida do not have cups. So, it's pretty, like, I kind of love it.
yeah. I love that it's different.
I do love that it's different. That's what I hope for every year. Because I'm like, oh, who am I going to root for this year?
Hmm.
Well, I can't root for the guys that just won it.
Mm.
It's lame. But I'm very glad that my nightmare scenario of who was favored in the East and who was favored in the West might not happen now. Well, definitely won't happen, but one of the teams could still get in. My nightmare scenario for the Stanley Cup Finals was the Boston Bruins versus the Vegas Golden Knights.
Mhm.
hmm
That would have just sucked.
Yeah.
I would have been like, I don't want either of these teams to win.
Yeah.
Can they tie and just like get half the cup? Is
Mine,
that allowed?
I think mine. I would hate, and could still happen. Is Toronto and Vegas or Toronto and Seattle. I hate Toronto.
See,
so
what I'm hoping for now is a Edmonton Toronto Stanley Cup final.
Yeah.
That's
be,
what
it's
I'm
coming home.
That's what I'm hoping for. I mean, like, NHL's gotten a lot of flack about a Canadian team not winning the cup, and
What are they supposed to do?
They only
I know.
got like 6 teams.
I know,
And
but-
most of them suck.
Yeah, but-
2 of them are good.
Yeah. 2 of them that are in the playoffs are good.
And everyone else is dog shit.
Yeah. But I mean, it's just like it's always like a conversation, like it's like, oh, it's Stanley Cup.
Yeah, it's like I get, but
hasn't
again,
been in
like,
Canada.
well, they're supposed to rig it.
Yeah, I don't know. Who knows? But that is
the Oilers will choke because they always do.
Don't say that.
the Leafs will choke.
The Leafs will choke. If anyone.
The Leafs will definitely choke, but the Oilers also choke. Like they both do that.
They got a fire in their belly now.
Which one? Both.
The Oilers.
The Oilers.
Oilers.
They've been to the conference finals.
They can do it. I mean,
They
have
can do it.
way more faith in them than Toronto.
For sure.
But
But that is my dream scenario right now.
Yeah. It's like
It would actually be awesome because there hasn't been a Canadian matchup since 1986.
that was like Oilers.
yeah. Okay,
Flames or
yeah.
something. Or Oilers
No.
Canadians.
I have no idea.
I think it was Flames Canadians.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right.
Flames Canadians. Yeah. But that's what I'm hoping for, and it's still on the table. Hopefully,
I could.
if Toronto could get their shit together versus a 8 seed.
Yeah. Panthers are scrappy.
I want the Panthers to win it all. I've decided that right
It'd be like
now.
if Toronto gets eliminated, I'm like, all right, Oilers Panthers, let's do it.
Golly. That's just.
Why not?
Oilers have to make it to the Stanley Cup Finals.
If
Yeah.
the Panthers win the Stanley Cup, how many people are at that parade? 75?
In Miami,
75? 80? People?
like just people,
Yeah.
not like 100 or
No.
1,000 or.
Yeah.
They've got fans.
They got fans.
They'll have to have it on a weekend. You think people are going to take off work to go to that?
I would.
Or they should have it like 3 in the morning. 'cause
It's in Miami.
That's what I'm
dude.
saying. Have it at 3 in the morning.
Like
It's
that
Miami.
whole town's a party. People will show up even they don't like hockey.
Yeah. And
I
mean,
think
like,
what will
I guess
happen.
that is
I
fair,
think
yeah.
what will
Like,
happen.
What's this? I don't know. It's a gathering of people.
Yeah. I think what will happen if like the Panthers make a run, it'll be like a mirror version of what happened here in Nashville,
Yeah.
where like people were like, "Oh shit, the Preds are in like the Preds are getting pretty far," you know?
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
it's like let's go downtown and drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people come out. I mean,
That
for
was
sure.
my favorite part was like of that. Not my favorite part, obviously, but I thought it was funny in that run when it was everyone was like, "Look at this huge fan base the Preds have." I was like, "Okay." Half those people don't know what the fuck hockey is.
Yeah, They're just here to. That was the definition of
Was-
like bandwagon.
Oh, yeah,
it
it
was
was-
just like, ugh.
was that Al Michaels?
This is the thing that's happening here.
was that Al Michaels line? It was like half these fans don't know a blue line from a clothesline.
When did he say that?
Miracle on Ice. when it,
Yeah.
yeah. It was when,
I don't remember that.
When we played, obviously Soviet Union, and it was like the place was going bananas. He was like, half the people here don't know a blue line from a clothesline, but it doesn't matter. It's USA, Soviet Union.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Any other hockey things? I think Dallas Stars are sneaky cup favorites. I think they could win it. They're the goalie that they have. Like
No.
Ottinger is just so good.
I don't want that at all.
Oh, I don't want it either. But I think like that'd be my second team from the West. So,
Well, real quick, what did you get the Oilers at to win the Stanley Cup?
Plus 1,400.
Oh, wow.
When did you take that?
I took that after McDavid scored his 53rd or 54th goal, whenever that was. I remember being at work and getting the notification that, like last night he scored, and I was like, I mean, this just screams Team of Destiny. I'm just going to throw a dime on it.
I got him at plus 1,000.
I mean,
Just so good.
I was like, this is the fucking Oilers. This is plus 1,400. This is Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl,
That's it.
and
Zach
others.
Hyman. And
Nuge. Nugent Hopkins, who scored 100 points this year.
Evander Kane.
That scumbag.
Degenerate.
Yeah. He's one of us.
One of us.
And then, they traded for Ekholm, and it was like,
Gotta root for him now.
this is their missing piece.
Yeah.
They just needed a stud D that just plays defense like a monster.
It does feel weird, rooting for a team in the West. Because you're play these guys 3 or 4 times a year
Mm-hmm.
sometimes. And it's just we try to beat you all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But I would hate to see that man not get a cup.
Yeah. This is his year, and I hate that it's so black and white like that, because normally when it's black and white like that, it's not happening. So,
Mhm.
but we'll see.
I mean, the Bruins were about as black and white as you can get.
Yeah, and
I would say the Oilers still have a tough path to get through.
for sure. I mean, they're gonna have to play. I mean, they gotta beat Vegas,
They got to
who
beat Vegas.
is good, but they don't-
Oilers are really good against Vegas, though. I don't know if you've seen the stats.
I didn't.
They are they're 4-0 in their last 4 meetings in Vegas, and they are 6-1 in their last 7 overall.
Wow.
So we'll see.
We'll see.
Oilers are favorites tonight.
I think that's
Vegas is dogs at home.
yeah. I mean, their goaltending isn't great.
Edmonton's minus 159 to win the series on the Action 24/7 Sportsbook.
Well,
I was hoping it'd be a better number because then I could take it, but
I mean, you could take Edmonton.
minus 1.5. I don't trust that.
Uh,
I could see this going 7.
That's true.
Yeah, it could go.
Well, I was going to say you could take Edmonton to win the West, which is very possible if you don't want to bet.
It is.
If you don't want to bet a cup line, can you look up those odds for me?
Yeah. Took me a second.
Because I know they're favorites. I bet they're
To win the cup or
No,
win the West?
win the West to get to the Stanley Cup final.
Yeah, they're plus 165 to win the West. They're the favorites.
It's not bad.
No.
It's not bad.
Vegas is 240, Dallas 350, Seattle 425.
That sounds correct.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's very correct.
So, I mean, I love the Oilers. I hope they go the whole way. I hope Ekholm wins a cup. That'd
That'd be awesome.
be awesome.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know, the Predators would
There was a thing. There was
be like,
or-
we helped.
I felt bad for Craig Smith getting traded out of Boston. And I was like, oh, man, he's not going to get a cup. And then I was just like, oh, well.
Oh well.
It was like once they got bounced, I was like, glad they traded you then.
Glad
I
they
guess.
traded Craig Smith. Missed that guy.
But here's a question, Will. Since you and I both have futures on the Edmonton Oilers, would you buy merch of the Edmonton Oilers if they cashed your future?
Get an Ekholm jersey.
I think I might do that. Ekholm jersey. I could do that. But I couldn't get like a Edmonton Oilers Stanley Cup winners. I couldn't do that.
Yeah, it'd be weird.
Mm-hmm.
I rep.
That would feel dirty.
That would feel dirty. Like I couldn't do that, but like I would get like the Ekholm jersey because I don't know.
Would you wear it?
Yeah, I'm gonna wear this shirt.
Well, yeah, but that's a college team.
Yeah.
So it's not like a professional team that you like actively root against most nights. You know.
I mean, it's not like it's like Chicago or like Detroit or anyone. Like I don't actively root against the Oilers.
Yeah. I guess that's true. I mean, I don't know.
If they're in our division, that'd be different. But I don't.
Yeah.
I would probably buy like a McDavid bobblehead or something. Something like small that I don't have to like present around, but I could like keep.
Something
Something like that. Or like a mug or maybe a pennant or something. Shot glass. Something. Ooh.
That could be
fun.
Yeah.
It's just something that I can like something I can look at every day and be like,
I'm so smart.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think I would buy merch. I wouldn't buy apparel, but I would buy like some of the souvenir sort of things.
Okay.
I think that's a decent compromise
I get that.
if they win.
I think that's probably going to be it for the hockey talk. Now we're going to talk about the draft.
No.
We have to.
Okay.
We have to get this out because we got it.
I mean,
so.
All right. We've already been going for 40 minutes, so.
Yeah. Let's start at the beginning. So, first round, word gets out. Titans are trying to trade up to number 3 to draft Stroud because word is out that Houston doesn't want to take Stroud because they like Will Anderson. And so everyone and their mom knows that the Titans are trying to trade up to 3.
I think everyone was trying to trade up to 3.
Yeah. Arizona, like, kind of didn't even want that pick to begin with. So, I think if the Texans hadn't drafted CJ, Titans would have definitely traded up. But
Did you see?
Yeah, I saw the tweet.
Okay.
But I think the Arizona Cardinals also would have gotten a dozen more phone calls for that 3rd overall pick.
I think they probably did.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
For sure. So Titans pulled out and
Pull out game strong.
I guess.
And then it was like, okay, just pick at 11. And Anthony Richardson goes to the Colts, which
I was like, okay.
that was not an to me. That was a very much
He's not going to be very good.
that it's not that I think he's going to be good, is that I wanted the Colts to draft Will Levis.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sure.
But if they didn't, that was other than like some random like O-lineman that I wouldn't give a shit about. That was the next best option.
Yeah. So I shouted when they picked Anthony Richardson at 4. And I was like, okay, whatever. As long as the Titans don't draft Will Levis, we're good. And so draft goes on, picks at 11. Peter Skoronski.
I want to back it up for a little bit. At pick 11, Chris and I were watching at our buddy's place. We went to go get Mexican. We had a couple margaritas. We had a couple drinks in us. Chris was unwell.
No, I was pacing.
Chris
like,
was unwell.
we're in his apartment. I was looking out the window. It's like, if we draft Levis, you think a fall from the site would kill me?
He was just like, you can't open the windows all the way, and we were like, damn it. And
I wasn't doing too good.
Yeah. So when the pick came, we were sitting there. Chris was pacing. I was sitting, but I had like my hands on my knees, like, you know, kind of hunched over. And then it was just like, and he called out Skoronski, and I was just like, okay, that's fine. It's not great. Like, I would have.
We
need a tackle. We need a tackle. But I would have rather had a wide receiver. But whatever, it's fine. And that's all I was like. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
that's basically it. Just like
Mhm.
it's fine.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I mean, I think he'll be good.
Yeah,
like,
I think
I think it's a
good.
good pick.
Yeah.
I'm above it. It's like it's fine. I think it's a good pick.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought a lot of these O linemen that we drafted were good picks, and they've
Mm-hmm.
all been, other than I guess Lawan, been shit.
Well,
Yeah, I mean,
happens.
I don't know. I don't know if they've all been shit.
I mean, other than Lawan and I get Conklin.
Yeah, but Conklin.
Conklin
Moved on.
was too like we just didn't
He
want to
was
pay
too
him.
good.
He was good,
Yeah.
but I'd say he worked out. I guess like he was a good player.
He was a good
He didn't work out for us, but he worked
Is
out.
he still in the league?
Yeah, he still plays with Browns. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Really?
I think so. Yeah.
Interesting. Did not know that.
Yeah. So
But yeah.
getting the lineman was like, okay, all right, we're fine. We're cool. So, yeah, that was it for the first night. I went to bed, and I was like, okay, we're fine. I get up the next morning, wake up, notification, Will Levis was not picked in the first round. I said, oh no. Oh no.
Yeah.
Hopefully, some other stupid team picks him up because we don't pick till 41. And I was like, okay, went about my day. Me and Sean, we got plans that night to go see a movie. And I'm waiting downstairs.
I'm
Just
taking a nap.
yeah, I'm getting ready to go. And I get a notification on my phone that Steelers with the first pick in the second round get Joey Porter Jr. I think that's who it was.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, I guess the second round has started. Well, the Titans won't pick while I'm here, so I'm just not even going to turn on the TV because we're about to leave in like 10 or 15 minutes. And then the notifications on my phone were almost simultaneous in the fact that it was Titans trade up to 33. I said, oh. And then it was, bam, Titans draft Kentucky quarterback Will Levis. And then I said, oh no, this can't be true. Tell me, God, it's not true. And it was true. I go to Twitter. It's everywhere. We drafted Will Levis. Not doing great the rest of the day. We traded up to draft Will Levis. That was brutal.
I mean, once I saw we traded up, because I was watching it. Once I saw we traded up, I knew it was going to happen. Like I didn't even think there was another option. Like once I saw it was Titans trade for the whatever pick, I was like, yeah, it's Will Levis. And then they announced, I was like, okay, that sucks, but I knew it was going to happen. So I mean, don't get me wrong, I was very sad, but
Yeah.
I was like, whatever. But I mean, I hate this class, the draft class overall. So, so he's not the reason.
Mhm.
He's part of it, but
Yeah. And then, I mean, we've said enough about Will Levis. The rest of the draft, we get a running back in the third round.
I'm more pissed about that.
Yeah. Why?
Because he doesn't have an ACL apparently, and we took him in the third round. Like he's coming off a major knee. Like I saw this tweet about him regarding his knee injury. I don't know all of the lingo in this tweet because it's very medical, but it says quote unquote reports of full thickness cartilage loss (parentheses end stage arthritis) in parentheses, which would explain why his knee is not unstable with ACL tear. Arthritic knees with bone spurs are rarely unstable. Can play in NFL, but will have very short career. Third round draft pick. Arthritic knees. Very
Bro.
short NFL
Is this
career.
a geriatric? What do we do?
He has to run. He's a running back.
Man, he will retire before Derrick Henry.
Probably.
Like I'm saying that right now. I have made my terms of Will Levis being that. I mean, I've said this.
Let's go.
There you go.
Carolina scored.
I've said this like
I need one more goal.
short and sweet. He sucks. Like I said, I told you so. He's awesome. I don't give a shit because the Titans are awesome. I'm pissed about this because it's third round draft pick with a guy who's going to retire who's not going to make it out of his rookie contract. Not even like with the Titans, with an NFL team.
Mm-hmm.
And also, we could have drafted a wide receiver.
Yeah, we needed one.
So, man, I don't know. I hope Rand pulls some shit with this, like, because I know some players are going to get cut probably sooner or later. He better pick someone up, or I'm going to be like, hey, maybe this guy, I know it's very irrational, but maybe this guy ain't all we thought he was going to be.
The only other, like, I actually have a couple of things to say about the draft. I like our 5th round pick, Wiley,
The tight end. I thought he
the
was
tight
good.
end.
Yeah.
I looked him up, saw his highlights on YouTube, and it was just, all of them were just him catching touchdowns
Mhm.
from Ritter, and it was like kind of awesome.
He's good. I like him.
I saw a tweet that was like, people forget, like, it's like, yeah, we need help at wide receiver, but we're one Chig ankle sprain away from so-and-so starting. I was like, I don't even know who that is. Starting tight end. I was like, I don't even know who that is.
We're one Traylon hamstring pull away from our wide receiver 1 being NWI.
Or Chris Moore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd rather have some no-name at tight end.
Chris Moore is
than
32
Chris Moore
years
be our wide receiver 1.
Yeah. So another thing I have to say to follow up with your, like, if this doesn't work out, maybe this guy isn't it. We had one of the worst pass defenses in the league last year. There's a press conference after the draft, and Rand Carthon's like, oh, yeah, I didn't even know that we drafted all offense. I'm like, oh, that is something that you should know.
He knew. He's trolling.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
They were trolling the entire draft.
Oh, yeah. It was after they drafted Wiley. They all, like, waved at the camera and everything. It was like, oh, you motherfucker. Like, that's something, like, this team better be good. Like, you can't just do that and then hope your 7th-round wide receiver pick out of UT Martin turns out to be a stud. Like, you got to make some moves, man.
Like, it's
I saved that tweet for when we inevitably go like
When we fire him.
5 and 12.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh, say goodbye to the Titans playoff chances.
I mean, I mean, it's been years since I've been left like after the draft. I'm like, Titans did well. I mean,
It's been way too long.
it's been 5 years. But
I think
mean,
2018.
this one's like,
Yeah, 2018.
yeah, 2018.
Yeah.
This one's like, you know what, man? I don't care. Let's just see what happens. Like, if we don't sign a wide receiver, I'll be furious. Like a good wide receiver.
Who else is there?
I don't know, but like, I mean, I saw someone say in the next like week or so there'll be some like quote unquote unexpected cuts from notable players from other teams. So, I mean, if we don't do something there and we roll into the season with our wide receiver room, Traylon Burks, Chris Moore, and whoever the hell else, I'll be furious. Because then, I mean, it's really going to be like run Derrick Henry until his foot explodes again.
Yeah.
So, I mean, my hopes are just as of right now. Roster could change, whatever. As of right now, my hopes are just finish second in the division.
yeah.
Why do you guys think that Will Levis fell
'Cause he's not
to
good.
the second round?
He's not good.
But
If he was
every
Oh,
other
I get
team
all these
passed
other
on him.
report.
Is it like, oh, none of his teammates went to his birthday party? Like, is it like that
No,
kind
I just
of?
don't think he's a good quarterback.
No, it's because like all these ESPN mock drafts like fell like in love with him because he's a quarterback, and you know Kentucky kind of plays like an NFL style offense. I was reading a couple articles, so
That makes me more scared then, because he sucked ass. If you're already playing in an NFL system and you suck, then I don't want you to come in.
Yeah.
Like, I want you to change systems.
I'm just I'm just putting it out there. So listen, mock drafts
I mean,
mean
that mean nothing.
they mean nothing.
except for whoever out there, I forget, NFL Network called the Texans getting the second and third picks.
Yeah.
We all laughed at that guy. That guy's a
we did.
genius.
Yeah.
That was other than him, everyone else's mock draft make
what's his
diddly
name?
shit. I have no idea.
Dang it.
I
Who
had
was it?
never heard of him before that happened,
Oh,
and I forgot his name.
I saw it. I saw it that day, like draft day, and I was just like, "This guy's a clown."
Oh, I saw.
Are you joking?
I thought that too, and then it happened. I was like, okay, this guy.
This guy
Good for
was
him.
on it.
Everyone
Yeah.
else's mock draft, I don't really give a shit about, but he called
got
it.
it.
Good for him.
He got it, and he called it too. He called the first
Yeah.
3 picks. I was like, "Hey," but
So, and I mean, the scouts know ball. The ESPN people, I mean, they know ball more than like us.
does ESPN hire scouts? Because they should.
Probably not.
I have no idea. No, because they're not entertaining. I mean, they have Mel Kiper and McShay. No offense to them, but like
I will take
statistically speaking, they've probably been more wrong than
I
right.
will say offense to them because
I like
they're-
McShay.
they're
Mel
not.
Kiper's a blowhard.
Yeah, I do not like Mel Kiper.
I hate him. He's another Levis, just ball fondler.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
He gave us a B+ on Levis alone.
No, we.
I
That-
want to
we're
be
gonna
wrong so
suck.
bad. Obviously now, but I want to be wrong. I hope he's a Hall of Famer. I've never
so
wanted to be
you
proven
kind
wrong.
of flew by like what you said. Can you reiterate
What? Oh,
what about drafting Will Levis?
it's a win-win for me and I mean any other Will Levis haters because either in 4 years we're gonna be 2-15, and we get to tell everyone I told you so, and then we'll suck and we'll draft another quarterback, whatever overall, or we're really good, and that would mean Will Levis is good, and I don't really care that I was wrong. You can't hurt me. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, you were wrong about Will Levis. Cool, we're in the playoffs. I don't care. Worst case scenario, we go 8-9 for 3 years with him as starting
yeah,
quarterback,
yeah. That's
which is
the-
very possible.
just being okay is the worst
Yeah.
scenario, and that's
Mhm.
kind of bad.
Mhm.
I think that's
Which is where
like
the
a
Titans have lived for the last
Yeah.
decade,
and
barring a few.
you know what?
outliers.
We are a trash franchise,
Mhm.
and I'm not
I just
the
hate.
first person to say it, and I won't be the last.
We're gonna roll out this new stadium, and it's gonna
And
be
be
Will
like
Levis QB
2-15.
throw into fucking probably a DeAndre Hopkins on like 2 torn hamstrings.
No, we're gonna be throwing. Will Levis is gonna be throwing to that 7th round wide receiver from
See, it's like
UT Martin.
UT Martin.
I have heard.
UT Martin.
I have
Are you
heard.
joking?
I have heard people say that this guy could be like diamond in the rough. I'm like, cool. We need like a stud because Traylon, I like him. I think he has good upside. He's not ready for wide receiver 1.
Yeah.
So he might never be. Honestly, who knows? So we need someone because I mean, it's him and I guess Chris Moore's wide receiver 2.
I guess. I mean,
who the hell? It's either him or Westbrook Akine,
it's just the same thing as last year. Like
which sucked.
we bring in Robert Woods, veteran wide receiver.
Except we're not even doing that this year.
Yeah.
Which I guess I'm.
And then
fine
we bring
with
in
saving
Chris
money.
Moore, who's even older.
But he's not even like good.
He's not even good.
So I mean, I have no hopes. My expectation as of now for the season, finish second in the division, and I'll be satisfied. I won't be happy.
Do you think the Titans can win this division?
I mean, they can. Anybody can win this division.
Yeah.
Because the Jags are the favorite, and the Jags are the Jags.
Do you know the Jags have never won back-to-back division titles?
I mean, I didn't know that, but that doesn't shock me. How many years have they been good? Like 5. So, of their entire 20-ish year existence, 30 probably.
5
close now.
sounds correct.
Mhm.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's like 7.
Okay, whatever. It's not like
yeah, I know what you mean.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's few and far between, so that
Yes.
doesn't shock me.
Yeah.
I mean, we can definitely win this division because, I mean, we were 7-3 before Tannehill got hurt last year.
Mhm.
So, and then we lost 7 in a row. So
Yeah.
this team definitely can, but I mean, we'll see. I don't expect us to win the division. But
Yeah, I don't
we'll
either.
see.
It's sad.
I mean,
It sucks.
yeah.
We missed it. The window is closed.
Oh, the windows. I mean,
Yeah.
the window was all but closed last year, but
Yeah, it
we
was.
slammed it shut.
Yeah, we slammed it shut this year for sure.
But I mean, that's Titans football. Catch the fucking
Alright.
fever.
I'm losing my voice for some reason.
Rapid. I mean, I've said all I need to say.
Chris, you got no XFL this week,
Tragedy. Week
Tragedy.
off for the XFL championship.
but
You know
you
it.
do have
USFL,
Right.
baby. Gotta do something. I mean, I suck at betting baseball, so might as well bet something else. Also, I want to recap. The haters can suck a fat one. Mr. XFL is back. 2-0 last week.
That's right.
Let's
Let's go.
go.
What is
Some-
wrong with my? I don't know.
Yeah, what the hell
I
just
don't know.
happened?
Do you have any more beverage?
No.
Go get one.
Okay.
I mean, I'm just going to rattle through this and we'll be done. But, all right. Chris's USFL gambling corner. This is based on about 5 minutes of research, just based on records and vibes. But I'm betting all 4 games.
You got to do it.
We'll start out. Memphis Showboats playing. I don't remember who they're playing. Plus 6.5.
Well, 6.5 against the whoever's.
I'll look that up real quick because I do want to at least know who they're playing.
Chris's USFL gambling corner.
They're playing the Michigan Panthers. The Panthers, I have no idea how they're. I think they're doing all right this year. They sucked ass last year in the USFL. So that's the vibes pick plus 6.5. Why not? Let's see what happens. And then Philadelphia Stars taking on the Houston Gamblers. Stars minus 2.5. I'm going to take the Stars minus 2.5. Gamblers don't seem to be very good this year. On the 2 games they've played, Stars seem better. Minus 2.5. This isn't going to be groundbreaking research.
I see.
New Orleans Breakers minus 2.5 against the New Jersey Generals. I do follow the USFL on Twitter from last year, and apparently this quarterback they have, I don't know his name, this quarterback they have has been Offensive Player of the Week, I think, both weeks so far, or 2 of the 3 weeks. So I'm going to rock with him.
Go.
Oh.
No. Yes.
Get the puck, put it in. There it is.
There it is.
Let's go.
That's the over. Okay, I have won a bet. I am not a fraud. I am not a fraud.
Congratulations.
Proud of you.
Thanks.
All right, Breakers minus 2.5 because their quarterback's apparently really good. And then Birmingham Stallions, Pittsburgh Maulers over 44. Stallions have scored the most points and given up the second most points. Let's go over 44.
All right.
And that is the inaugural, probably one of many, Chris's USFL gambling corner.
I thought you were going to say one and done.
No. I mean, if I go in 4, probably. But
All right.
you know, it's based off records and vibes.
That's news segment. Chris's USFL corner.
Yeah.
News segment.
And then the final Chris's XFL gambling corner will come next week with
Right.
the championship game.
Okay.
The Renegades taking on the Defenders. I'm actually pretty pumped. Well, it's cool because the Renegades are a sub 500 team taking on the Defenders who are 10-1. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That is cool.
I will be taking the over just because fuck it. So whatever that is, but I'll probably pick a side.
Sure
too.
thing.
So, yeah.
Will Mr. XFL disappear after the championship and become Mr. USFL?
Oh, Mr. XFL will reign forever because I did. Let me pull up my record. After last week, I am 24-15-1 in the XFL this year. So even with like a late season slide, still pretty damn good. So
Very good.
we'll
Very
take it.
good.
Hell yeah. Well, that's going to be it for us. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Hope you enjoyed Bandit on the Table for a few minutes. Yeah. Thank you so much. And interact with this in any way possible. Like, comment, subscribe. Really helps us out. I think that's it.
I think that's it.
Follow us on Twitter for daily gambling picks. Might return to betting on tweeting out my picks.
Fade me with every MLB pick possible because I suck.
Well,
I mean, I'm watching it in real time, just crumble. So.
well, we will. Well, yeah, whatever.
Just fade me. You'll pred money.
All right. Well, there's 3 of us. Now let's make some money.
Woo! Woo!
Ow!